Hello, Aries. Welcome to your May Taroscope reading. I'm Maritza of the Sybil Heart, and please remember that these readings are for entertainment and personal enlightenment purposes only. Do not use these readings to replace any sort of professional advice, and take or leave whatever message resonates for you from this reading. So, Aries, what are the messages for Aries? The Ace of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Two of Swords reversed. So you've been given a gift, but it's either you haven't realized it yet, or you don't know what to do with it, or you don't know how do I want to put this? It's like you have this gift, but you are not appreciating it. Possibly because, it's something that's been around for a very, very long time. Possibly your whole life. But you don't see it as a gift. At least not yet. So I'm seeing the Four of Cups and the Two of Swords reversed. And it's sort of making me think that there's a sense of dissatisfaction with this gift. Because, well, for one, you're not able to appreciate it to its full extent, but also you're not sure how to, I don't know, the word I'm thinking is movement. You're not sure how to move through the world with this gift. But I think soon there'll be something that'll sort of reinvigorate you to appreciate this gift you've been given, and to learn how to use it so that it can help you grow and evolve into a more appreciative recipient of this gift. You may also be feeling No, you may also be experiencing some consequences of dismissing the gift you've been given. Perhaps because you don't know what to do with it, you feel lost and you don't know which direction to go in. But let's see, let's continue the reading with 3 more cards. We have the Sun card. So I'm getting the sense that you're waking up to the advantages of the gift you've been given. We have the Emperor card, which is Aries. Aries shows up for the Aries reading. That's always a good sign. And we have the the 5 of Wands reversed. So, this is going to be a time when you are going to extend your capabilities to its fullest potential. Which means that you're going to utilize your gifts or gift, whatever, to help you. It's going to be beneficial rather than a hindrance, which is what's been happening previously. And instead of relying on your tendency to command and demand, you're going to kind of be a bit more passive, I suppose. Why am I getting that? Oh, okay, I'm getting that from the 2 of Swords reversed and combining it with the 5 of Wands reversed. And because of this, there's going to be there's going to be like petty disagreements and like a toxic competition like thing going on in the background. It's not going to be obvious, but there's going to be a feeling like you need to compete and you're going to try to I don't know why, but the word squelch, is that even a word that means stop? You're going to try and stop this behavior. Especially if it's a behavior that you sort of like your competitiveness kind of gets in the way of you accomplishing your goals. Like there are times when the competition is more important than reaching the goal, and like you lose sight of the goal because of the competition. Because you're so focused on winning that you forget why you started in the first place. And then we have the Six of Swords and the Strength card reversed. So, because you're trying to, right now at least, you're trying to kind of dampen your competitive streak, and that's sort of going against what you feel is your nature. So you're going against the natural current of yourself. And for a while you felt like you've been going around in circles, like you've lost sight of what you originally wanted from your life, so now you feel directionless. I feel like I had pointed that out at some point. And with the Strength card reversed, there's a sense of doubt and maybe even insecurity, and you're relying on like impulsive behavior to get you through, because you have no patience for thinking things through and seeing what works. Like, you believe, because you're going on impulse, you believe that what works is whatever got you through, but that's just through sheer luck, because you didn't think about things logically. You were just completely impatient, and you weren't thinking clearly because you're so focused on this competitive streak. Like, you feel like you need to win. And so that has you're using your competitive, I feel like your competitive streak is what is the gift you've been given, but you don't know how to use it to your advantage yet. And the thing that will help you change your perspective on your competitive streak and help you utilize it to your advantage, that thing that will cause this change in perspective has not happened yet, but it will happen eventually. I'm going to make a prediction and say it's going to happen near the end of August, let's say, or later this year. And who knows? Who knows what the thing that will cause you to change your perspective on your competitiveness. Who knows what that will be? It could be anything, really. But it is something that will happen, especially if your competitive streak or your competitiveness is a problem, or it's beginning to show itself as a problem, in quotes. Because sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, you know? It just depends on the situation. Trying to see if okay, in terms of astrology, we have the Sun card. So I feel like if you're an Aries Sun, especially because the Emperor is right next to it, this reading could resonate for many of you. So we have the Sun, so the Sun, in terms of astrology, speaks about ego, and ego work. So because your competitiveness gets in the way, or is getting in the way of what you want to accomplish, your ego is the one that wants to win all the time, and is the one that always wants to be right. And so there's going to be some work that you have to do with your ego. And this isn't the ego of like self-conceit. It's the ego that is about what you believe about yourself and how you perceive yourself. And so one of those perceptions is that you always have to win, and that's why your competitive streak comes out, and why it gets in the way of you accomplishing your goals, especially right now. Then we have Aries with the Emperor, which is Aries. Aries gosh, why am I blanking? Aries, so the only shadow cards I'm seeing, okay, actually there's a lot more shadow cards than I thought, because there's 3 reversed tarot cards in the reading, and one of them is a major. So you may be feeling stressed, and you may be relying on the commanding aspect of your personality a lot more. So your shadowy aspects are coming out a lot more this month. Oh, I guess the Six of Swords is also a shadow aspect card. And, okay, yeah, I'm seeing a lot more now. All right. And the Four of Cups is a shadow card. These aren't, except for the Strength reversed, all of the rest of the shadow cards are kind of like small shadow cards, if that makes any sense to anyone. So it's not a big deal yet, but if you don't deal with this, it will become a big deal, and it will begin to cause bigger problems. And then, of course, we have the Strength card reversed, which is Leo Shadow, I believe. Yeah. So again, this is a time when your shadowy aspects are going to come out. You're going to be more commanding and more, like, in a sense, you're even becoming power hungry because you always want to win. And when you win, it depends on how you win too. Like, when you win honestly, you gain respect. And in a sense, that gives you a place where you can use the respect that's given to you to your advantage. But that's going to be, I don't really want to get into that right now. Another thing that might come up is that you're seeking attention, or you're trying to grab attention. But because you're being, like, in a word, bossy about it, you're not receiving the attention that you're looking for. So here is where you could possibly be feeling confrontational, but it's also because you're unaware that you're utilizing your gift in a disadvantageous manner. And so this is where the ego work that I was speaking about before is going to come in. It's going to open your eyes to yourself, and you're going to realize that you've been behaving in a not very respectful manner, I guess. I mean, not that you're disrespecting people, but it's just like you're engaging in behaviors that don't fit someone who wants to be a leader, if that makes sense. And Leo reversed is why I say that my prediction is going to be in, did I say late August? Let's say mid-August. So near the end of Leo season. One thing I will say is I'm seeing the Emperor and the Strength card, and they're facing each other, which makes me think that there's something that is causing you to behave this way. So not that there's someone around you that's enabling this behavior, but like, it could be a person. It could be a person that is causing you to feel like you need to win, and possibly even instigates this toxic competitive streak within you. But it could also be situational, where there's a very specific situation that causes this side of you to come out. And it just takes over. But I'm also seeing the Two of Swords reversed and the Five of Wands reversed. And I'm thinking, rather than seeing the competition through, you're going to begin to attempt to, like I was saying before, you're going to begin to attempt to stop this competitive streak, especially in whatever environment that you're in, because it shouldn't be a space that competition is even a part of the environment or even a part of that situation. And you're going to reserve your competitiveness for something else. When you actually need that competitiveness to come out. Okay, yeah, and that is the reading for Aries. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Please let me know that you exist by liking this video, subscribing if you haven't already, and leaving a comment if you feel so inclined. All right, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.